So just a recap yesterday, what we actually done here was we just rotated this speed ring because we know it's part of the rear main oil seal, but we just actually left it less because the seal is actually not leaking and this no way tampers with the seal. So you can see that's just a wee bit too far. It has to be in line with the dot above and then that little line there, so we just took it back a little bit. And once we done that, we decided to give it a go, but as I said, there wasn't any leaks through the seal. It was perfectly dry, so we just thought we'd try this. So in order to stop the seal from turning, and the purists are going to kill me at this point, this is what we've done. We just got, I think it's called quick steel, and we just put it around the speed ring onto the crank, and we left it overnight, and when we went back out in the morning, the thing does not move. So it's a wee bit messy, but we cleaned it up as best as possible, brake fluid and everything like that. And then after we done that, we just popped the flywheel back on, popped the box on, and as you can see, the thing started. So I was chuffed at that. So I just thought I'd just do a wee recap here, all the things that was useful for me. Just to recap on this, I think this has been my longest part video series, 7 parts this will be. So the things that really helped me solve what was the problem with this car, first and foremost, it was a big thank you to Steve at Simply Diagnostics. You can check out his YouTube channel. He tweeted to me a good known cam crank signal for the Volkswagen engine BXE, and that was really the key to the whole thing, is having a good cam crank signal. So big thanks to Steve for doing that, and that was brilliant. The other thing that helped was this Picoscope 2000. Now, you know I've been banging on about this thing for £99. Fantastic buy. And this does cars perfectly well, as you can see some of the scope captures. Brilliant. I mean, you can spend the big bucks on the automotive one, and I'm not saying it's good value for money, because you get access to the waveform library. But if you're working cars daily, that's great. But like myself, if you're just an amateur, this is more than adequate, and all you need to do is buy some of these cheap Handtech leads. In fact, you get leads with it, but if you buy the longer Handtech leads, brilliant. The other thing that helped was this diesel engine compression tester for £27. Another great buy for taking out one of the glow plugs and getting a nice pressure waveform. This was good, so I'll be using this in the future. I also showed you in a video my 12 volt to 5 volt step down converter to work with the transducer. £2, £3, brilliant. And then the pressure transducer. This one's only 0 to 2.5, so that's 25 bar. Mine's is 0 to 50 bar, but this one would work on a diesel engine quite well. So I paid something like that, so another great buy. And the other thing I used was a fuel pressure tester at the tandem pump, because the tandem pump's critically important to these PD pump Dusse engines. So that worked brilliant when I keyed right into the tandem pump, but as we all know, fuel flow is far more important than fuel pressure, fuel volume I mean. So that worked perfect as well. I've got another wee project I'll post sometime. I managed to get a little flow meter. I bought that from eBay, and I got that, it's out a coffee machine or a tea dispenser. It measures fluid flow, and it has a Hall effect signal, so it measures frequency. And I used that on a car before. I'm sure it was the Saab turbo diesel. It measures fuel flow, and that worked perfectly well. So I'll try and get that. I'll demonstrate that project. So these were all the things that I used in this project, but I think most important was like Steve and the rest of the YouTube community who really helped here. Just chiming in, coming up with different ideas. Other one I can think is Diagnose Dan. He was a big help as well. So I mean, these guys are obviously doing it full time, and people like myself are not. We're learning from our superiors, and it's brilliant. And it's a great platform, this YouTube, that we can share ideas and go back and forward. So anyway, thanks for all your help in this project. Cheers.